Listen, we know sometimes the news can feel heavy, right? We talk about this all the time, and at times there can feel like there are a number of issues that can divide us.
So each week through the end of this year, we're taking time to focus on the positive. We're passing the mic to people in our community who are making a difference, sometimes in unique ways. Tonight, I'm profiling a farmer from Harrisonville, Missouri.
Not only is he one of 10 farmers chosen from across the country to represent agriculture in the U.S., he also owns and operates a popular pumpkin patch.
Yeah, and that's just scratching the surface of how he's sharing his love for farming with his community.
All right, here we go, right this way.
Matt Moreland has been personally leading field trip tours at Red Barn Ranch.
You've done the tour twice?
Every day in September and October for the past 11 years.
Oh, you're gonna know all the answers then.
Following Matt and the school kids into the pumpkin patch, it's hard to tell who's having more fun, him or the kids.
Okay, so this is two different kinds of pumpkins mixed together.
It would be easy to assume he'd tire of teaching the same lessons day after day.
And this pumpkin, it lasted all year. Nobody bought it, nobody took it, and then this morning I dropped it and broke it.
But the easy smile and enthusiasm in his voice are proof he's found his passion, planting seeds of knowledge. However, a pumpkin patch wasn't part of Matt's original plan.
And I've been farming pretty much my whole life, ever since I was old enough to help out. I would definitely say farming is in my blood. I'm a fourth generation farmer.
In 2012, he was in his cornfields down the road from where the Red Barn Ranch now sits when he got a phone call out of the blue from the farmer who owned the land, asking him to come see both the farm and the farmhouse.
And he said, well, which one do you want to see first? And I kind of laughed at him. I said, well, with all due respect, why do I need to see either one of them? And he said, well, I don't know about you, but I like to see things before I buy them.
Matt says he and his wife fell in love with the property, and the owner generously worked with them to find a price they could afford. They started with dairy cows and crops, but a bad hay harvest that first year forced him to try something new.
In my mind, I was growing pumpkins for wholesale market, for Walmart and Hy-Vee and Price Chopper.
He recalls loading up close to 9 tons of pumpkins and driving them to various stores, only to learn those stores had contracted with other producers months earlier.
So we brought the pumpkins back, put them right in the patch where we picked them from, and we came up with the name Red Barn Ranch. We made a Facebook page and painted a sign and put a sign out by the road that said, hey, we're open at 10 o'clock on Saturday. This one here, what color? Pink!
Much to his surprise, customers showed up at the impromptu pumpkin patch, but he soon learned something was missing.
They said, well, we're trying to find your attractions, your activities, things for the kids to do. And so I recreated what I did as a farm kid growing up. All right, when we walk by the chickens, we have to say hi.
As he realized these attractions sparked conversations about farm life, his purpose and his patch grew, encompassing much more, from a classic corn maze.
Her name is Cookie Dough.
To original attractions aplenty.
Are you ready? I'm gonna kind of smush the apple just a little.
And he's educating some of the youngest members of the community through what he describes as the largest farm school in the state. It caters to preschoolers and is accredited like any other typical pre-K, just with a twist.
That is a baby goat.
So instead of learning to count numbers on a page or blocks in a classroom, they're learning to count chicken eggs out of the chicken pen. They're learning their colors from the changing of the leaves, the flowers, the trees, the goats.
It's proven to be so successful that in addition to the 90 students enrolled here August through May, he says they have roughly 400 students on a waiting list, which is why there are plans to build 2 more classrooms on the property.
Hey guys!
And he takes his love for agriculture education on the road.
Look what I brought you!
Visiting local schools.
Some pumpkins!
Often bearing gifts.
Yeah, come on, everybody grab a pumpkin! We really try to give back to the community every way possible. I have to make a living, but as long as I'm still feeding my family, we try to give back everything else we can.
It's a cool pumpkin.
It's yet another instance of Matt's attempts to give back to his community.
Here we go.
Trying to encourage his love for agriculture to take root in future generations.
Awesome story, awesome guy. He has more fun than the kids.
Absolutely, yeah. His enthusiasm is so contagious. You can tell he loves what he does. He loves agriculture, and he gets those conversations started. He was such a neat guy. So believe this, too. His efforts and his story are so inspiring. He was actually featured on an episode of Queer Eye. So they did one of those kind of makeovers on him. And again, you can understand after meeting him that he's just such a great character. And we do want to let you know we're going to bring you more stories like this each week through the end of the year. In fact, next week, tune in. You're going to hear from a local police officer going the extra distance to help area kids. He is phenomenal, too.